Michael Bisping does not get it wrong very often, and when he does, I'm always here to push his face in it like the puppy that missed the paper, but I gotta tell you, he came out with a quote. He said the winner of the BMF fight, now he's talking about Max versus Oliveira, could leapfrog the division and get a title shot. Now, I must remind you, and as we're trying to build into this fight, we don't need to add anything to it. The BMF is on the line. That's a very big deal. The fact that you have a BMF, the fact that you have a title fight, not to mention the BMF, and you're creating a precedence for a lineage, it's enough. Max versus Oliveira is enough. Max versus Oliveira in a rematch in a different weight class for the BMF. It's enough. We don't need to add to it. And I don't know if that's what Mike was trying to do. I think he genuinely looked at that fight and goes, hey man, these are two studs. The division's a little bit open right now. They could come in and use that golden ticket as a BMF. Historically, he's not completely incorrect. I mean, we can go back to UFC 300 where Max beat Justin Gaethje. And Max did use that BMF as a golden ticket to cash in for a title fight at 145. Now, the idea that Max or Oliveira is right there, considering they've both beaten Justin Gaethje, who is the guy. Bisping is not without argument here. He's got a very good argument. Guys, how long do we plan to screw Arman Tsarukyan? Just let me in on it. How long are we going to push him to the side? How many different things are we going to find as reasons to not put Tsarukyan into one of two title opportunities, right? It doesn't matter if he's fighting for the undisputed. We don't totally know when Ilya's coming back, but we're told it's going to be soon. Justin Gaethje's a gangster. He'd fight him tonight and put that interim on the line. But how long do we plan to push Tsarukyan to the side? And what's the next best thing? Can we get Tsarukyan in a backup role? Can Tsarukyan be the backup fighter for the BMF title? Max versus Charles? No? Okay. Can Tsarukyan be the backup fighter for Gaethje versus Ilya? Are we in fact going to do Gaethje versus Ilya? And if we are going to do that, are we going to do that next? And if we are going to do that next, then I don't know that we need to identify a number one contender. It would seem as though you've got kind of like your classic log jam situation. And may I submit for you just a slightly different idea? How about the winner of Max and Charles is the BMF champion? Okay, how about that? Because that's already happening. So how about we go through with that? How about we find a number one contender for that belt? How about we start putting a little bit of respect and a little bit of excitement behind that BMF belt? Because it is respectful and it is honorable and it is really exciting. And there seems to be a disconnect from the promotion and the community. The promotion came up with this really great idea known as a BMF that I don't think they knew was going to go over and be this really great idea. I think that they thought it was going to be fun for one night, which takes you back to Madison Square Garden, Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. I'm suggesting for you, we liked it. The community liked it. So instead of using the BMF as our number one contender, let's use a BMF as a champion. Let's find a number one contender for our undisputed title. Let's find a number one contender for our BMF title. How about that?